Hello. Hello. Yeah, peace, bro. Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is WCW Saturday Night, June the 27th, 1992. A week after Beach Blast, and 6 days after Clash of the Champions. What would this bring? Well, as it turns out, lots and lots of matches. The opening match was the reigning WCW World Television Champion, stunning Steve Austin representing the Dangerous Alliance, and he took on Jumping Joey Maggs. Austin won with the stun gun, which is basically him picking someone up and knocking their head on the top rope and then pinning them. Weird finishing mover, but okay, that's what it was in the 90s. But yeah, Austin won. The next match was the Cruncher Larry Zbyszko in his first match since leaving the Dangerous Alliance and turning good guy against the Avenger. It's not Thor. It's not Captain America. It's not the Falcon. It's not Hawkeye. I don't know. It's some random person called the Avenger. Larry Zbyszko won with the Brainbuster. A 1, 2, 3. Now, after the match, Larry Zbyszko did an interview with good old Jim Ross, and he said that he was looking to take the Dangerous Alliance out one by one. So his first was his former tag team partner, Bobby Eaton, a beautiful Bobby Eaton, to all those out there. So that'll be interesting to follow, see where that leads. The next match was the All-American Ron Simmons, and he took on Big Bob Cook. Yeah, Ron Simmons won. He won with, his finishing move was a Spinebuster. And Ron Simmons then did an interview with JR. JR was busy on this show, I've got to say. His co-commentator was, of course, Fabulous Freebird Michael P.S. Hayes from Bad Street, USA. What am I doing? And then, sorry. And then, so Ron Simmons did an interview, and again, he reiterated that he wanted to get in line for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship currently held by Sting. And Sting, obviously, is heading to Great American Bash to defend against Big Van Vader. And of course, it led into the next match, which is what I will explain in a second. So the next match was Super Invader versus Chris Sullivan. I don't think he's in relation to Kevin or David, but I don't know. I didn't really look into that deeply, to be honest. But Super Invader won this with a pinfall. Now, going back to Ron Simmons. So Ron Simmons' interview said that he wasn't too hard to find. You know where I am. If you want me, come and get me. He's challenging Super Invader. So we'll see where that goes. The next match was a match that they'd advertised the week before, which was former WCW United States Tag Team Champion Taylor Made Man, and he took on the Natural Dustin Rhodes. And it looked like Dustin Rhodes was going to win this when, out of literally nowhere, Greg the Hammer Valentine came and attacked him from behind. And they were beating him down, and what was going to happen then? Big Ron Simmons, who was on commentary, came running in and said, "Oh, no, you don't, son," and saved him. So yeah, that's probably going to lead to a match at some point between the two. Talking of Greg the Hammer Valentine, he was in the next match, and he took on Mike Graham, who's well known in the industry. He was a really good trainer and a pretty good wrestler. Actually, Greg won this, but not with a figure four. Oh no! So Mike Graham, he got rammed into the turnbuckle and then knocked himself out pretty much. And then Greg the Hammerhand dropped the elbow, which he did quite a lot. But he got a win with this. Got a 1, 2, 3. So there we are. Greg the Hammer Valentine with the victory. Still 3 matches to go. I know, this is a long one for a Saturday night. The next match was former WCW World Television Champion Barry Windham, and he took on John Peterson. But Barry Windham won the match. Basically, all they were talking about during the match was that Barry Windham was going to get another shot at Steve Austin for the World TV title. So, yeah. The next match was Nikita Koloff taking on Ruben Thomas. Never heard of him, to be honest. I don't know who he is. Sorry. Nikita Koloff obviously won with... They're not calling it... I noticed they're not calling it the Russian sickle. I'm going to call him the sickle. So he won with the sickle. And after the match, yet again, Jim Ross did an interview. And Nikita Koloff was talking about why he turned down the Dangerous Alliance, because apparently Rick Rude offered him a spot in the Dangerous Alliance and he didn't want anything to do with them. And then they showed a clip of Nikita Koloff being challenged by Rick Rude, and Nikita Koloff came in the ring. And then Rick Rude, being the gentleman and the hero that Ravishing Rick Rude is, he put Medusa in front of him, and then Nikita Koloff said, well, I'm not having any of that. And then threw Medusa, grabbed her onto the canvas. Very strange. Very interesting, but very... So that was a hero move, apparently. Yeah. Anyway. And your main event of the evening was a 6-man tag team match between Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker, Young Pistol Tracy Smothers, and Richard Morton, and they took on the Z-Man, Flying Brian, the former light heavyweight champion, and Johnny B. Bad. Yeah, it's not really full of world title contenders, this match, is it? Flying Brian, maybe, but I'm not sure about the rest. Richard Morton, maybe. Maybe not world title contender. You get my point. Yeah, the match ended with a disqualification. Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker, Smothers, and Richard Morton won by DQ. Now, they're supposed to be... I say this is the main event. It's not. There's another match. I got it wrong. I do apologise. They say that... it's surprising that they won by DQ, because bad guys / I'm going to use an interesting term. I don't like using interesting terms, but heels don't normally win by DQ. It's normally the other way. Now, the reason they won by disqualification was that Flying Brian, the light heavyweight wrestler that he is, decided, you know what, I'm going to jump off the top rope. Now, in the 1992 Bill Watts era in WCW, you're not allowed to jump off the top rope because that is an automatic disqualification. Yes, so they won by DQ. Then after the match, Brian Pillman was trying to say that he let his team down, and as he was trying to say it, Tracy Smothers was going, I can beat you without... You're an idiot, you're a loser, and, usual tactics. So that will probably lead to a match as well. And your real main event of the evening, and I apologise yet again for making a complete and utter mess of this, but that's Will. That's Will. It was Arn Anderson, the enforcer, and he took on Marcus Alexander Bagwell before he had the buff and the stuff. And Arn Anderson got the victory with the pinfall. So 1, 2, 3. Anderson still thinks he's a world title contender. Yeah, you're not. As great as you are, you're not. And that is WCW Saturday night, June the 27th, 1992. Much longer than I thought it would be, because they're not normally that long. But yeah, it was. It's okay. Nothing to write home about. Nothing to be upset about. It was good. It's a good match. On a side point, recently in WWE, a certain person has returned to WWE, and that certain person I don't particularly have any liking for or love for. It's nothing real. It's just I just don't like him. So I need to say this about him. Dwayne, I don't like you. You're Your shirts are horrible. You've been doing the same old shtick for like, I don't know, 20 years. It's boring. It's puerile. It's brings nothing to the table. I don't know why you're back. I really don't. I don't understand what you're here for. That's a question for Hunter. I don't know, but I don't like you. Any likability you had or any love you had, you lost years ago. Now I haven't got a problem with you going to Hollywood and making your monies and your millions. That's fine. Good on you, son. John Cena's done it. I'm happy for wrestlers to become actors. I don't see a problem. That's not a. It's not like, oh, you stabbed us in the back. I don't know what Bobbert's like. If that's what you want to do, fantastic. I'm more than happy for any wrestler, whether they're top level, mid card, lower, or independent, to go off and do something else. It's great. I like that. It's good. Shows initiative. However, when you come back, yeah, I haven't forgotten what you said earlier in the year. When you come back and you say the WWE needs me more, but that's not true, is it? Because wrestling doesn't need you, Rock. Never did, never has, never will. The industry is bigger than one person. It's bigger than your self-inflated, not very charismatic ego. Your shirts are glary, they're horrible to look at. You're a horrible person to listen to because you do the same thing, you speak in the same way that you've been speaking to for 20 years. It's boring. I don't know what you bring to the table. This industry is not about what happened in the past, it's what's happening now and what's happening in the future. Now, brings me on to another point. People know I don't watch AEW. However, I have a lot of respect for AEW. I like some of their talent. As I've said on numerous occasions, I like some of their talent. I like some of their storylines. I like some of their wrestlers. What I don't like, and I'll be honest about this, what I don't like is certain individuals that are in AEW, whether they're in wrestling or on air talent, that have this inability to just focus on AEW, but also go, well, there's no one else around. There's no other companies. We're the best company in the world. And the constant digs at WWE will not get you anywhere, because other companies have tried it and failed. So I don't want AEW to go to war. Like some other fans out there who will go, oh, we're rubbish, blah, blah, blah. Right, no, I haven't got a problem. I want them to survive, but I want them to do it in a better way than they're doing. Now, they've gone out about this fantastic streaming deal. That's great. Well done. Congratulations. Why do you keep signing ex-WWE stars? Why do you keep doing it? That's not helping. Okay, they've got to go somewhere. I get that. But why do you keep signing them all and then making out it's a big deal? It's not a big deal, is it? Really? Create your own stars. You have created your own stars. But for some unknown and inane reason, some of those stars want to stay there, but are not being used. So, hey, I needed to get that off my chest. It's nothing personal. It's just how I see things. So going back to Dwayne, do us all a favour, right? Maybe finish off this storyline that you're gonna have, whomever that may be with, and then leave and don't come back. We don't want you. We don't need you. Personally, I don't want to see your ugly face on my TV screen. I really don't. And when Netflix starts in January, I don't want to see your face on my Netflix either. But you're going to be there, aren't you? You're going to be there, hogging the spotlight like you normally do. And I really don't care. I don't like you. Never have, never will. You're insignificant. I don't care about you. Who I care about is the future of this business, and you're nowhere near the future of the business. You're like a dinosaur. You used to say about old people that wouldn't get out of the business, or they should move along. Now you should do the same. You should let Javon Evans, you should let Cora Jade, you should let Roxanne Perez, you should let Julia, Stefan Vacqua, you should let Jay Uso, Heat. You should let I love doing that. You should let them come. They are the future of this business. And there's a lot more besides. I haven't got time to go through every single wrestler in the world that I think is going to be a star. A lot of them are in AEW, a lot of them are in WWE, a lot of them are in TNA. But just remember, Dwayne, if we needed you, why have you only come back now? Eh? Yeah, you might be you might be the final boss. First of all, you're not the boss of me, for a start. You're not. I'm the boss of me, because I am Will Nitro, and you little insignificant insect, are not. Now, as I said earlier this week to someone, I may have been a bad guy in the past, but I'm not. I'm a good guy for life, or to use industry parlance, I'm a babyface. So yeah, I'm a nice guy, but there's only so much I can take. And here I am. Happiness is a beard. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. As I said earlier, this was a lovely WCW Saturday Night review. I will be hopefully doing another review very, very soon. Thank you for sticking with me. You're all great. I will see you all at ringside. And just remember, if you say his name, he appears. See ya.